that is your good work. But the process of marketing that book is you're letting your light so shine. And if that book is not marketed correctly, your light will not shine. The book will not shine. The message will not shine. Your words will not shine. So most of what you do when you write a book and you don't market the book can simply be said to be putting your light under a bushel. Your lamp is being placed under a bushel. No one can see it. It is light, but it is now darkness because it's not been seen by anyone. That's not what God wants for you. So we're going to look at book marketing from different perspectives, and from the perspective also that I like to talk about it from. I am an author myself. I've been an author since the year 2015 by the grace of God. That's like 9 years of writing books. And I've written, by the grace of God, 30 something books right now. On Amazon, I think the books total there should be about 30, 31 or 32 right now, currently and presently. God has helped me so much. And granted, I have done more marketing for certain books that I've written than on others. And I tell you this for free. The books that I have done more marketing on have taken off like wildfire. I'm going to lay the foundation for book marketing. Foundation for marketing your book right, the foundation for marketing your book right is to write a great book. This cannot be overemphasized. Here in Beautiful Free Publishing, we always say, write a book with a message. Do not just write a book. Do not just come up with a book that you think is a great thing. Let it be a book with a message, a book with a purpose, a book with a word for a certain demographic of people, a type, a specified demographic of people who need your book. So, basic foundation. What is your book about? Basic foundation. Who is your book targeted at? Basic foundation. Who is your book written for? Who are you writing to? Who is this message for? Very important, because what you are going to spin in your book marketing is your book message. Your book message. So very important. Now, after that basic foundation of what your book is about, the book message of your book is the number 2 basic foundation, which is the harvest. You know, in the Christian world, we say the harvest. Who is this book written for? Who is the audience for? For example, my book titled Prayers of Future Husband is written for single women who are not yet married, and also married women who would pray for their husbands, but it is more of single women who are not yet married. Do you understand that? So, first basic foundation is your book message. Second basic foundation is you have to specify the target, the audience. Who is the target for this book? Who is this book written to? Who is the target for it? That has to be specified. That has to be specified. Next basic foundation will be the foundation of, after specifying who this book is for, what is going to be your book marketing tactic? What is going to be your book marketing tactic? How are you going to spread this book? What are you going to do that makes this book spread out to those that it is meant to be written for? Those who are meant to receive this book, how are they going to come in contact with it? Do you understand that? So book marketing has to be a template, template. It's not is not something that you can, just say, oh, you finish writing a book and you do what most people do now, which is buy my book. My book is out. It is so and so amount of money. Please come and buy. Please come and buy. That doesn't do anything for you. That is not book marketing. So after determining your message and your specific demographic to which it is targeted to, you have to have a template. You cannot wing it. Scripture says that wisdom is known by her children. If you're not marketing your book right, it is going to be made known in the results that you get, which is most will get crickets when you post buy my book for 600. You are doing something that people who already have established brands can get away with. You don't have an established brand. You are not Francie Rivers, who has written for more than a decade, 20 years going on, that they already have a base, a client base, readership base, that if they put up my book is coming out in November, people are going to rush those books because they already have a platform. You don't have that kind of platform. So what makes you think you can get away with buy my book is 1,000 naira, is available on Seller, and people are just going to rush there and buy? Why? Because you put jazz for your mouth? Or what do you think that you are doing? We need to call out these things that we are doing wrong. What is your established template and process for marketing this book? You have to have that. And when it comes to marketing, I usually will take marketing from 3 different angles: marketing for impact, marketing for visibility, which is influence, and marketing for sales. Now, if you do marketing through visibility and influence, it leads to impact. People come into contact with those books, and then it leads to sales. But if you put sale at the very beginning, you may not hit your book marketing targets, especially when your book is a book written with a message. What you want is that message to be able to transform lives. But in the process of people getting the book, sales, they also get impact and transformation of their lives. Now, I like to always say the process of marketing has to be done in specific steps. It's something you actually have to sit down while in the process of writing your books to plan. It should be well planned. It should be a template. It's not something that you are going to just stumble into. It's not something that you're going to just wake up after releasing your book and then you start thinking, oh wow, what am I going to do in getting these books into the hands of readers? No, it should be a process at the back of your mind as you are in the process of writing and printing or publishing your book. Hi, Hola Fesco and Abikera, it's welcome. It should not be an afterthought. Your book marketing should not be an afterthought. You need to actually sit down in the process of writing your book. And that's what I do with our clients here at Beautiful Fit Publishing. We have something called building your author platform, and you are required to go through that course and sit down and craft out a template you can follow. A template you can follow that builds your author platform and puts your book in the eyes of those it is targeted at. So very important. Many authors forget this, especially newbie authors. I stumbled onto marketing after writing my first book, and I'll tell you that how my book marketing process went and how it ties into what we teach now in Beautiful. I had been writing a blog I released my first book in 2015. I'd been writing a blog for about 3 years prior to releasing my first book. My first book was titled 10 Steps of Walking in Purpose. It was on the message of purpose. Remember, I said your book has to have a message. So you wing your marketing around your book message. I had been writing a category on my blog, a segment titled Purpose. Every Monday, I would write a post on purpose. So that already gave me a base. I was already building my authority in that topic for 3 years. Do you understand? And I had a readership base already. I had people who were subscribed to the blog, invested in reading the blog every week. So I had a readership base. Number one mistake many authors or aspiring authors make: you don't even have a readership base. There is no readership base for your work. The internet is a wide sphere. Everybody reading your post doesn't mean that they are your audience. Do you understand? So I have that specific niche crafted out for myself, and people who already invested in reading that niche. I was already a sort of authority in that niche. When my book came out, before my book came out, I was already writing that segment. Then, prior to my book coming out, I started talking about my books, and I started ending every blog post with links, with like a paragraph concerning my new book coming out. So I was already priming my audience to the fact that something is coming out. Some of you, you release your books and it's just the day that the book is launched that you post on Instagram and say, oh, my book is now here. Oh, you are not Francie Rivers. That would not fly. Even if the Lord gives you supernatural publicity, it is built. So I would end every paragraph with my book on purpose is coming out. And people already knew me as someone who was talking about purpose. I think about even like 4 weeks before, I had my pre-orders already open. So I'm talking about a weekly consistency following this template even before my book was out. So I always advise that marketing should follow 3 timelines: before the book launch, during the book launch, and after the book launch. So before the book launch, I advise like a 4 weeks marketing plan before the book launch, during the book launch, after the book launch. And then you can then say, okay, I can leave the book to, free sale by itself without so much activity going on. So 4 weeks before, on that my pre-established platform where people already knew me, I already had readers, etc. I started talking about the book. I opened up pre-orders for the book. During the book launch, I had something, because the book I launched I teach spinning your book message around your book marketing. I can tell you many ways I've done this with my different books. During the book launch, I had this like book launch at secondary schools. I had been going to secondary schools and I wanted to launch the book at a secondary school. And I wanted people to sponsor copies of the book for people at the secondary school. So I posted that on my blog. I posted that on social media channels. People sponsored copies. So there were sales even before the book launch. I tied it to that book message. I want to be able to share this message to secondary school students so they know that God has a purpose for their life even before they become adults. Again, my readership space of the blog was my platform for doing this. After the book launch, I continued having author chats. I had a author chat in Lagos, Nigeria. God gave me favor. My pastor held a book launch for me in our adult church in Lagos. He also held a book launch for me at a worship conference he had. So author chats continued. I would go with my books. Speaking engagements began to open up. I would go with my books. Online, offline, author interviews. I would end the paragraph with my books. So before the book launch, during the book launch, after the book launch, I continued with my book marketing templates. So the question I want to ask you here right now: what is your book marketing template? This book that you have written now, or this book that you are planning to write, what is your template? What is your book marketing template for it? What is the plan? Do you have a plan that you can follow, that you will spin the book message around, that creates influence, causes people to know about the book? Then when they purchase the book, and then it leads to impact also in their lives. That's my question I'm leaving you with tonight. What is your book marketing plan? It is not going to sell itself. Angels are not going to sell it for you without you putting in an effort. You want people to dream about your book at night and come and wake up and say, we need to buy. See, every time somebody purchased books for me yesterday. Yeah, someone purchased books for me yesterday from Kenya. And I have a book marketing template for my current book titled if you're looking for a wife, do these things, plus proposal etiquette. I've been following a kind of book marketing template for this month of May on social media, on my WhatsApp status, on my Facebook, etc. The person had inquired on Sunday, and yesterday he made payment. Where did he see the book to make payment? He saw it on my WhatsApp status. That was part of my book launch, book marketing templates. I implemented, they saw, they bought. Do you understand this? So book marketing will take your book to visibility, put it in the eyes of those who need it. If you missed the beginning, I said the foundation for book marketing is number one, a book message. The book has to have a message, because that's the message that you will spin around the marketing plan. Let me give you an example. I've already said my first book was on purpose. The book message was on purpose, and I wanted it to be around young people and youths. So I spun my book marketing templates around that. Secondary schools, universities, young people. It was clear. Do you understand? The second thing I said is the foundation for book marketing is what? A targeted audience. Who is that message targeted at? My book, Prayers of Future Husband, is targeted at young women, single or married, who can pray for their husbands. And I also spun a book marketing template around that, but I won't have the time to delve into that today. We had this challenge, 21 days prayer challenge for women from the book marketing templates. So women will get the book and they will come into the challenge, and we will lead them on this 21 days challenge. You know, so the visibility and the impact were leading to sales. All it takes is wisdom. Do you understand? Number three, foundation. I said you have to have a template, and it is preferable that this template be before your book launch, during your book launch, and post your book launch. I teach 4 weeks before book launch, 4 weeks during book launch, 4 weeks after book launch. You have to have a book marketing template. Now, I'm going to end this video here by telling you we have a book marketing class coming up for the month of June 2024. We will be giving you our courses on building your author platform and our courses on book marketing. We have a 12-week book marketing plan and a 12-week book marketing workbook and ebook that you can use and craft specifically from your book message. This is holding in the month of June 2024. You will be in a class with me. You would put in the work. I don't want people who will come in, make payments, and not put in the work. I want people who will work, especially Christian authors. You guys, I don't know. Why would you write a book and leave it out there without doing anything about it? Why would you write a book and hide it under a bushel? Why would you write a book and not want people to receive the light that God has given to you? I don't understand us. I don't understand, because I'm also a Christian author. I don't understand us. What are we doing? So for those of you who will be coming into this book marketing class for June 2024, I want it to be people who are ready to work. I don't want you to pay me and then you don't work. You have to work. You have to work. You have to work. So this class for the month of June is 15,000 naira only. 15,000 naira only. You get building your author platform course. You get 12-week book marketing plan workbook, 12-week book marketing plan ebook. You also even get the marketing course from us, and then we would sit down. You would, in accountability, you will craft a marketing plan template that you will implement, and we will be watching you every step of the way. So if your issue has been laziness, this June class, it will cure that. If your issue has been, I don't know what to do, the courses will cure that. If your issue has been, oh, I feel so lazy, I don't, it will cure that. So it is 15,000 naira only. We'll put more details on the page. You can send a DM if you want to be a part. It's for June 2024, the whole of June 2024, for 15,000 naira only. Courses plus accountability, workbook, and once you get the skill, you can always use it for your books coming up. So see you in class. We look forward to being with you. Remember, you need to have a book marketing template. Things will not work like that. You can't wing it. So come in on this class. We look forward to being with you. See more details in our page and on the caption below of this video. Alrighty, I hope this helps you or helps you to make a decision to market your books for impact, visibility, and sales. Bye for now.